What is going on, YouTube? This is DBZ439 coming at you with a very interesting and fun deck profile that I got first place with in my locals recently, and that is Life Twin Spright. I believe this variant is pretty strong right now. And just to quickly go over my matchups, I played against two Kashtira players, one being Pure, the second one being Adventurer. I 2-0'd both of them with ease. Next, I played against a Drytron player, and I beat him 2-1, and then finally, in my final round, I played against Despia, and I beat him 2-0. So as you can see, this deck has a lot of success, and I'm very excited to showcase you what is in my deck profile. So without any further ado, let's get on with the main deck, starting with triple Life Twin Lil-la. So basically, what she is normal summon or special summon. I control no other monsters. I can special summon the other one. So it's really good because it baits out a lot of like Veilers and Imperms on the summon. But then you can easily extend with your Spright monsters. So that's pretty good. And there's a lot of interesting combo lines you can do from there. And then a very small package and one Life Twin Ki-sikil and then one Frost. So basically, I wanted to keep it as optimized as possible, and I wanted to play a lot of utility cards, and so I felt that this ratio was, worked perfectly fine. And yeah, I mean, this card's nice. When your opponent draws a card while this card's in the graveyard, and you control an evil twin, you can draw a card. So you generate a lot of advantage through the field and in your hand as well. Next, for the Spright engine, we play a 3 blue, obviously. Searches out our other Spright monsters. And then we play 3 Spright Jet. And I'll get in more detail what you can search with this card and how this card is actually pretty pivotal in your combo lines. And then 1 red and then 1 carrot for the Omni Negates. So essentially what I try to do is I try to have these two on board along with the 2 Link Evil Twin monsters and then sack them away using their effects to destroy negate stuff and then bring them back with the other Evil Twin monster. So pretty good. Next for the hand traps, we do play triple Nibiru. It's pretty good this format. And then Ash Blossom. These are some of the hand traps you want to draw off, you know, your Frost or your Link monster. 3 effect Veilers right here. And then we play triple Imperm. So we play about 12 hand traps. Yeah, I think 12 is a pretty good ratio. You have about like a 80 to 85% chance of opening 2 in every hand, and that's what you kind of want going first or second, especially going second, because you just want to slow down your opponent enough to, you know, break their board afterwards. Next, we play this interesting package here. So I actually play one of each. So 1 Double Cross, 1 Smashers, and 1 Gamma Burst. There is the argument where you can like side this out because you're never guaranteed to go first, and this card going second is not that good. But the Change of Heart effect, spot removal, non-targeting, and then going for game, they're all very good in their own right and very situational. So if you open one, you can easily search the other one. And Gamma Burst is actually pretty necessary in my opinion, because sometimes I see myself having a bunch of weak monsters, especially when you lock yourself into starter or using Gigantic Sprights effects, and this helps you go for game as well, something that the deck also struggles with. So I opted to play all 3, since we had the space. Also, we obviously played triple Starter, very good card. And then we play triple Sunny Snitch. Now, I actually like this card a lot. Obviously, on activation, you can add a Life Twin monster from my deck to my hand, and if I control Evil Twin, each time my opponent normal or special summons, you gain 200, they lose 200. So that's really good, especially in time situations. It puts a lot of pressure on your opponent. And, you know, if they do stop your normal summon with one of your twin monsters, then you can easily just activate this and search the Frost and special summon to combo off. Granted, you have the blue one on field. So, really good. Helps with consistency. Next, we play triple Tactic Talents. Very good this format. When they hand trap you, you can easily look at their hand and rip out, you know, another hand trap, get information, so you know exactly what to negate and pop. Also very good going second, because we do place Zeus Sky Thunder, and it helps like clear boards, especially in this kind of format. It's very necessary. And then lastly, for our spells, and this is a 40-card deck, by the way, we play triple Pot of Prosperity. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, like, yeah, this conflicts with, you know, the Evil Twin Link monster, but the idea is I could have, played a plethora of cards, including Secret Password or maybe more copies of the Twin Monsters, but I opted to play Prosperity for a multitude of reasons. Yeah, I do lose out on a draw, but if this card can get me an extender, especially when they stop me, or get a particular board breaker going second, I think that's really powerful. Product Prosperity, you have a lot of targets you can banish easily, and it gets you exactly what you need. So that's why I played a Product Prosperity. It's not as detrimental as you think. But yeah, and that is it for the main deck, and now we will go over the extra deck here. So, starting off, we play 1 Trouble Sunny. This comes up. I think the biggest impact this card has, funny enough, is that when you go against a cash player and they're going first and they use the Mind Hacker's effect, they always rip this card, and I don't really care because I don't really go into this card often. But this card helps you run over things, help swing enough damage for game. And yeah, I mean it's pretty good. It's also good if you only have one of the if you open one of the live twin monsters and just hand traps utility cards and no Spright Engine, which happens sometimes, you can just end on this. So it's pretty good. Next we play Accesscode Talker Unicorn. I think this package is really necessary in this deck. I see some people not run it, and I'll tell you why it's so good. It's because on your follow up, you need to be able to break your opponent's board and then swing for game. So Unicorn, you can easily co-link it with one of your evil twin monsters. You can discard, one of the cards that you draw, off of your many draws, and then you draw another card, and then you link it away for an access code, which is very beefy with 5,300 and gets 1 to 2 pops. So I think that's pretty insane. Next, we do play for 2 link monsters. We do play the Masquerena and the 1 Spright Sprind. So Spright Sprind is really good because if they stop your live twin monster on normal summon, with an imperm or something, you can easily link away your live twin monster and any Spright monster to make this to dump the other piece, and then you overlay this with any other level 2 to make Gigantic Spright and just combo off from there. So that's why you play the Sprind, and then the Masquerena obviously to go into Unicorn. So that's pretty good. Next we play 2 Evil Twin Ki-sikil and then 2 Evil Twin Lil-la. So these cards are very, very powerful. On summon, she gets a draw, and then on summon, she can target one card on the field, destroy it. So very, very good cards. They tag each other out and make a lot of interruptions and generate a lot of advantage, especially on the follow up when you're not locked into using their effects. Then you can freely go into Unicorn and Accesscode Talker. Next, we play double Sky Thunder. Basically, I played 2 only for the fact because of Mind Hacker. So we'd play 2 just in case, and you just easily use tactics to take control when their monsters clear the board. Also for the Sky Thunder package, you do play the Mosquito and the Downerd. Mosquito is very good, helps go for game and doesn't die or you don't take any damage. So it's very easy to survive with, and then you just double stack with Downerd and Zeus, and that's 2 board wipes, so it's just very good. So it helps you go second because that's something that this deck struggles with. And then finally, for your XYZ monsters, you do play 2 Gigantic Spright for obvious reasons. And yeah, so that is it for the extra deck. Moving on to the side deck here. We play a bunch of board breakers, especially back row, because this deck severely loses to floodgates and stuff. So I did opt to play 3 Lightning Storms, especially against the Labyrinth matchup. I think that matchup's pretty scary right now. And then now that Trap Trick is going to be a deck, so I think Lightning Storm is going to be very powerful. Next, for more back row hates, help you go first as well, Cosmic Cyclone. And then Evenly Match, I think this is pretty mandatory right now. This is one of the best board wipes in the game. And then stuff that helps you go first, Dimensional Barrier. Very good, especially against a Despia matchup or Drytron. Just call Fusion Ritual, and it's pretty much a pass. And then finally, we do play triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. We don't really play too many spells, and every deck uses a good amount of spell cards, so I feel that Anti-Spell will hit something in some capacity, even against control decks. So anyways, that is it for the deck profile, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or anything like that, please comment below on the video. I try my best to read every single comment and respond to the best of my ability. Once again, thanks for watching and have a great day.